Hey guys, SmaK here. We're going to cover some map, circle, and red zone basics. Knowledge of the map and how the circles work in the game is an important step in becoming a better player. These basic mechanics are the foundation of the game, and knowing all about them will improve your future positioning choices and overall survival. Alright, let's start off by talking a little bit about the map. Whenever you pull up your in-game map, one of the first things you notice are these yellow grids. These yellow grids are 1,000 meters across. Whenever you zoom in a bit, you notice these gray grids. These gray grids are 100 meters across. Now, you can use these grids to measure distances you may want to travel or the distance to an enemy. A couple tips when using your map: you can right-click on areas and drop a map marker. You can use this marker to potentially call out enemies to your friends, and you can also hit the insert key to mark your position. And this is particularly useful when trying to mark gear for your teammates during your gearing up process. Next, let's talk about the blue and white circles. And we're going to start off by covering the sizes of the white circles throughout the game. The first circle is about 4,500 meters across. The second white circle is about 3,000 meters across. The third white circle is about 1,500 meters across. The fourth white circle is about 700 meters across. The fifth white circle is about 350 meters across. The sixth white circle is about 175 meters across. The seventh white circle is about 90 meters across. And the eighth circle is about 40 meters across. The first white circle appears on your in-game map about a minute after all of the players are kicked out of the plane. After some time, the blue circle closes in around the white circle, and all of the players outside begin to take damage every second. The first few circles can be healed through pretty easily, though after the first circle, players further away from the white circle begin to take more damage. So keep this in mind if you're trying to play in the blue during the early game. The process of the blue circle closing in on the white circle will repeat for the rest of the game. The fourth white circle is commonly known as the death circle. When the blue circle closes in on it, the damage outside is very significant and it can be very difficult to survive out past this point. Keep in mind as you continue through the game that although you may be inside of the blue circle, other players may not be, even late game. So it's always important to watch your back so players don't come in from behind you and catch you off guard. Occasionally the game will last to the 8th and final circle. When this happens, after a period of time, an asterisk will appear on the map, and the circle will close in on that asterisk location. If you don't believe you're going to be able to find any players alive and finish the game by killing them, the most effective way to stay alive during the closing of the circle is by being as boosted as possible and continuing to use as many bandages as you can until the game ends. Last, let's talk about red zones. Red zones are said to be random and will most commonly appear around the Pachinki area. The first red zone appears about 3 minutes after players are kicked out of the plane. The radius of a red zone is 1 kilometer and they last for 1 minute and 15 seconds. 45 seconds of warning, then 30 seconds of bombing. The next red zone will appear in less than a second after the finish of the previous. The bombing inside of red zones is completely random. And while nowhere is completely safe from being killed from a red zone, multi-story buildings do offer the best protection and you have the best odds of surviving while on the bottom floor of one. One last note about red zones. The loud sound created by nearby bombing can be a great way to mask the sound of your movements. Don't forget to use these opportunities to escape a sticky situation or catch your opponents off guard. Make sure you guys check out PUBG.net for more info, and thanks for watching. Later.